I'm just good at caring.
Let's face it. Hello, welcome to Gather Now, the YouTube channel that's here to inform you and educate you and perhaps tell you whatever is going on in your hood. Are you in Kampala? Are you in Dubai? Are you in UK? Are you in the US? Wherever you are, we are reaching you. My name is Amani Mukisa and I'm here with a team of young gentlemen and lady talk about issues at hand. Of course, when it's Gather Now, you know whatever is concerning youth, we have it covered. Now, in the last few weeks, we've been having this whole thing of what's next. If you've been on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the hashtag what's next for fresh graduates from Makerere has been trending. And we're asking ourselves, what could be the reasons why these graduates are not having jobs? So we're asking ourselves, is money and power one of the reasons why fresh graduates from Makerere are not employed? Guys, what could be one of the reasons that is causing unemployment in the youth? You know, money and power. We seem to know that people in power give us jobs. We who are graduating from university. Yeah. Do you think money and power could be the cause of unemployment in Uganda, especially at fresh graduates?
Now, in my view, it's a different case because I'm looking at power and money being used to create about unemployment. You get? For example, there is corruption. I want to fix corruption in these two things because it is something different. It is something behind that we are hiding in power and money.
Saying in between money and power, there is corruption. So corruption is the interjector of the...
Yes. How? Now these young ladies are facing a thing that is terrible. More so those girls that are going that are going to look for jobs. For example, a beautiful girl will go, like my sister there, will go to a certain office to ask for a job. One thing somebody or the HR is going to use, okay, some will face the problem, others will not face the problem. But this is how some are facing the problem. The HR might be a man. One thing that corrupt officer will do is to ask my young sister that, you're going to first sleep with me.
So
give you a job.
He's using his power to...
position. You get? To create about unemployment. My sister will refuse. A good one will do what? Will refuse to accept the condition. That is using your position. That is using power to create about what? Corruption. On another side,
let me come back to you. Let me first get Ashraf's view. Ashraf, do you really think that money is one of the reasons why our fresh graduates are not getting jobs, like fresh after campus?
Well, as me, I'm going to be a bit away from Chiguli's mind of thought. I think the youth, since that we're talking about the youth have not done their part in using the talents.
So you're blaming us. Yes. We've not done our part. How?
We are not using the talents that God gave us. I've tried to make research and I found out that we are interested in these white-collar jobs. So you find out that someone is pursuing a law course at Makerere, but he's good at singing. Then once he gets out of school, as in he's done with studies, there is no one to push him up. So he'll end up being unemployed and...
So there is no force that is taking up this youth to reach their certain level of goal that they want. For example, what they have been studying for. But also there is a tendency of these white collars. There's a tendency that you come to undermine jobs. Maybe that's why you're not having jobs. Bren, don't you think so?
On the topic that we are talking about, I'm blaming both sides. First, our system.
Which side and which one and which one?
Okay, I'm blaming the side which has power. That is our system. They determine what we are studying in school. They have that power to determine. But recently I'm seeing there is an argument in parliament of what topics we should study and So they're ignoring certain lessons which are actually very, very important. For example, agriculture. Agriculture is ignored. I heard that they're trying to remove it from the curriculum, which I don't support, because even what is there is not practical. We are studying theory. Our kids need to study practical things.
So you think our curriculum is partially to blame for not getting the jobs freshly after graduating from campus?
For me, I will oppose his view and her view. Why? You know, last week, when the Katikkiro of Uganda was talking in the Ruchiko of Uganda, last week I think, he was talking about the graduates. And he was cautioning them or advising them that it is better you first go and look for the jobs so that you gain the experience. And after gaining the experience, you might go or you may go and start your own what? Your own businesses. For those people that are doing vocational what? Vocational studies, you get? Now, this is where I oppose his and hers and defend my point of view, because they are wrong. At the end of the day, these people, when they take the Katikkiro's advice, of course they will go and start looking for the what? For the jobs. When they start or when they go to look for the jobs, my sister will find the other corrupt HR, the corrupt human resource officer,
and she ends up giving
yes, asking her for sex or to sleep with her, love affairs, so that he gets the what? He gets the job. At the end of the day,
She was talking about the new curriculum. So if I'm defending my point as well, you actually talking about his government that is saying, when you look at the new curriculum, thank you for talking about it, it wasn't catering for, as in the activities that were included in it, wasn't catering for music.
So literally we need to get our people in power to give us what we think and work for us,
my
right?
dear friend, let's not look at only people in government as those in what?
What should we look at?
No. Even you're here, you're in power because you're presiding over the
Wait, wait, guys, let's.
It is specific that we are looking at government.
Okay.
But if not,
How do you define power?
power. If you're somehow given the mandate to lead us, we give you
And of
we
which
entrust you
you need-
with power to preside over everything in our society. You get?
And
That is one thing.
Let's talk about now Uganda.
Yes.
Who's power?
No. Let's look at different things.
So okay, in this case,
To add on that, if we are referring to power in different things besides the government, we can also put the blame on the parents. Somehow, why am I saying this? Regarding what he said about the talents, when you're growing up with your parents. He can see your potential and see, should I invest in this child? She likes playing, maybe you go to church and then somehow you play the guitar and you're like, oh, I've loved this. Is your parent into it that they may support you and they put you to go for lessons? That can be a talent which will support you in the future. Plus, do you like singing a lot? Your parent can recognize it before even you go to school and you participate in MDD and stuff. Your parent can know that, can my child sing? If they support you in that, they can. Let's take an example of baby Gloria. She started singing when she was very, very young. Why? Because her mom saw it and she trained her, and now she's continuing on her own. Yeah.
anyway guys, if you're watching this channel here, this topic is getting hotter and hotter. What you need to do is just get down on our social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's Gather Now Network, that's on Instagram, and on Twitter, that's at Gather Now Network. Also, you can use my personal handles, that's at Gather Now. I mean, my personal handles, that's at Amoni Muksa. Gather Now is on my mind. Alright guys, Branny, as you have said, don't forget to subscribe. Branny, your last message to this young lady who is standing around across the street, this young gentleman who's saying, what's next for me? What's your last message?
Okay, here's my last message. You're asking yourself what's next. Are you asking us to tell you what you should do, or you're asking yourself? You should ask yourself what's next. Don't ask us, because I might tell you go and do prostitution, go and do this. Look inside yourself. What are you capable of? What are you passionate about? Go and pursue that thing. eventually it will give you something. The problem is that people want overnight riches, overnight wealth. You are not going to get that. Even the people you see that are rich, they started somewhere and then that's how they are now.
Thank you. Your last message to the viewer.
Yeah, you know, it is absurd that we've not digested this thing very well, but these are my remarks. Number one, by the way, if I can continue on her view, government has responsibility, or government is responsible for our well-being, for our future. The government is what? Is responsible. In creating jobs, the government is what? Is responsible. In doing everything, government is what? And in everything, government is first. Because if government doesn't put up good policies, our families will not be guided on how we can go about life. You get? Government is also what? Is also responsible. So to those girls that are on street asking themselves that what's next? Yes. It is government to blame.
So they need to. All right, Ashraf, what's your last few remarks, just in a second?
I'm still sticking to my point. Why go for the white collar job when you have a born talent? You have to find out what you do best instead of studying something that's not going to benefit you. Now, like, look at musicians that have broken through. Look at Eddy, kenzo, how far he is. You can sing and earn money, and actually, now Eddy kenzo is employing people that are educated, yet he didn't go to school. So there is no reason for going for a white-collar job when you have a talent.
We should not condemn those people that are going for white-collar jobs. Now, if there are not those people for white-collar jobs, who will Eddy kenzo employ?
That's why. If you go for a white-collar job, that's when money and power are going to rule us.
No.
So you have to pay in some money.
I'm sorry to cut you short, but I think this is the whole thing. The little question you need to ask yourself is, who is going to help you after school? Who are you going to run to? It's your own personal initiative that you need to find out what to do. We posed this question in our WhatsApp group of Gather Now Network, and I have to read through about these comments from few subscribers. We have Dean. Dean says, we are still living in the industrial age. It's totally about the information age now. To make money isn't mere about education level. Otherwise, Zuckerberg would be the engineer of Bill Gates. Zuckerberg would be the engineer, or Bill Gates would be a lawyer, or Sudeo would be a pilot. Simple as that. Then, anyway, Safina says, no need to blame anyone for having a job. Actually, no one is responsible. They should wake up and create their own businesses. Not to blame the government for jobs. The only thing should be blamed for the government is increasing taxes or letting them come and join. Let them come and join us kucheyo. Wanange mugende kucheyo. Otherwise, let me see you in the next video as we still talking about money and power, and not forgetting the other one, sex. So the whole topic is money and power. In the next episode, we are going to talk about what's the most influential thing about the three. Is it sex? Is it money? Is it power? Just get you in the next episode.
I'm just good at caring.